Okay. I'm gonna get Tona in right now.
It's a link up thing.
Tona, that's a link up thing. Bam, bam.
I wonder if I should go run take a quick piss.
Bam, bam.
Is that
You
guts?
can't hear me?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez.
Oh, go on.
Yo,
Yeah.
we're in the building or in the crib, isolation style, fam.
Yo, this shit is crazy, man. I never thought it would come to this, bro. But you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to actually sit down and congratulate you guys properly. Because you know, I know it's long overdue, bro, but I haven't done it on camera yet. So, salute, Aya. Cheers, my G. You know what I mean? Salute, yo. You guys are doing a wonderful job over there. Seriously, man.
Thank you, King. Thank you, King.
It is incredible, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just levels.
Yeah, man. It's just unfortunate that we weren't able to get this official interview with all of us over at the Youngsterdam Lounge. You know what I'm saying? For the people who are in the listening audience, who are not watching us on the Zoom app that we're using right now, we got Tona in the motherfucking building.
I've been first class flights, but they never want a nigga shining bright. Oh, yeah. See this part of my life, you just know.
Bam, 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 bam.
It's a link up thing.
Bam, bam, bam. Hercs, where you at right now?
I'm right here. I'm at home. Where else would I be? I'm at home. I'm staying inside. I ain't trying to catch a fine.
Okay. Yo, absolutely, bro. Yo, peace to everybody that's in here right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Sav, I haven't met you yet, but salute.
That's Savy.
Good
That's
day,
Gutsy
good
Guts.
day. Hello. It's a pleasure.
That's
a pleasure.
the ghost.
Oh, you got a still?
I do
Yes,
definitely.
gangster,
A ghost
man.
in the room.
Got
Sav is no face, no case.
Gangster with it.
Gutsy, what go on, yo?
Nothing much, man. Just there, man. Good to see you. Everything's good with you?
Yeah, can't complain, bro. You know, we soon link up when the threat is neutralized, bro.
Facts.
Don't know. No, man.
When it's safe.
What are you doing right now to like in these times? Like, what's your regimen, your isolation regimen?
Yo, you see, like, man like me is like, schedule can't stop. You feel what I'm saying? That's not me being ignorant and going outside and exposing myself, but it's like, yo, I got work. I got to actually work from the yard. So majority of that happens. And then, like, literally in the space I'm in, the home studio is there, man. So, yo, like, literally just getting that off. You know what I'm saying? So nonstop work. So, like, literally, like, not much. To be honest, I've been out here just minding my business and isolating myself anyway. So, like,
yeah,
this shit ain't really no different, man.
You making more music?
Pardon me?
Are you making more music?
Oh, absolutely, man. Like, again, last year, I just spent last year kind of, I heard Richie Sosa say it, actually. Shout out to Richie Sosa, man. Like, yo, he said some real shit in his interview where he was just like, yo, he wasn't even really in the mood to be creating music and shit. And I felt him on that because all of last year, like, I didn't release shit. I was just chilling. Like, I was even down to the point where I had some shit in the chamber and I was just giving it to niggas. I'd be like, yo, like, you like that record? Run with that.
Yeah.
And it's just none but features last year. You feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was just like loading up my chamber too, where I was like, okay, I'm gonna chill last year. There's a lot going on for me. So this year, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna spend this year just unloading those clips, bro. Like, that's what you start right now. That's why I can roll out video after video right now.
Singing Frank Sinatra did it my way. That 401 westbound on the highway. Yeah, see what I'm spotting is a trend here.
Because I'm fully loaded. I could go until like summer, to be honest.
It's funny because we were talking about that earlier about what are these people gonna do when they run out of their videos and pre-rolled stuff, you know? So you say you're good till summer.
Absolutely, bro. You know when we shot links. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the planning starts like 6 months in advance. It can't be one of those drop the single and yo, let's go shoot the video. Nah, we've always been like 6 months ahead of ourselves, so we don't have to get prepared now. Like, we just ready for these kind of scenarios. You feel what I'm saying?
So there's not going to be any hiatuses from Tona at this point.
Not right now, man.
Full steam ahead.
Nice. Fully loaded. So,
that's good to hear.
Doing that.
Nice. I always wanted to ask you, did you ever get a cease and desist from Daytona, like the race car people back in the days when your name used to be Daytona?
Cease and desist. Nah. You know who did ask me about Daytona? You know there was another rapper named Daytona in the States?
Yeah.
Cypher Sounds was working with.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
You know about
he went
Yeah.
under my radar.
Yeah,
Well, there was,
so yo,
yeah,
like,
there's another rapper in the States that
you know
goes
what I'm
by the
saying,
same. Yeah.
yeah, and
Heard the name before.
he ain't no slouch, man. He's somebody that, like, yo, you literally have to pay attention to. And I always told myself, honestly, I know at least like 7 between Daytonas and just Tonas. I know at least 7. I just told myself, yo, I'm gonna get to a point where I'm gonna make them niggas want to change their name. You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, I just want to blow it out of the water to the point where it's not even a discussion, man. So for me, I never cease and desist as far as that goes. Nah, but you know, there's a beer called Tona. So
Really?
There is a beer.
it's a
Yes, there
Nicaraguan
is.
beer.
Huh.
I mean, it don't taste good. It don't taste good at all. So don't worry about it, bro. They don't sell this beer. You feel me? That has created a problem for me though, because a lot of the domains that I want to lock in, like for, you know what I'm saying, like
For the
websites like that,
Yeah.
I can't get it because that's a
They've
high
got it
popular
already.
Nicaraguan beer.
On social and stuff and all that too.
Yeah, all that shit, bro. So that's creating more of a problem than anything else, not the Daytona shit.
Yeah.
Huh.
What year exactly did you change the name? I know it was like late 2000s around them times, no? Mid 2000s.
Yeah, that might have been like mid 2000, something like that. And I was like, I was running with some real underground backpack shit, man. I was just like, yo, if I really want to give myself a shot at actually pursuing the industry, which I wasn't even interested in, period, at all. Like, we were just cool with doing underground shit. Now we just like, all right, I gotta at least make something like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, not so underground, man. Something at least like meet people halfway at least.
Yeah.
Like Tona, that should probably do it.
Yeah.
And that shit was derived from like, yo, just my, distinctive tone of voice. Like,
If I ain't nothing I say, well, I'm not selling. So when it's the truth, still not compelling. Going to sleep broke every night. My mind lay in the Dreamcast.
so that's where that shit came from.
Yeah, the sound, right?
Yup, the sound, man. Like, yeah, you could pick that. You could pick my voice out of a lineup.
Yeah. When you jump on the track, it's like, oh shit, that's Tona right away.
There's no question. You know.
There's distinctive cats like Trey, you know what I'm saying, from Empire and shit. Like, you just know. know, man. And it's like, yo, over the years, I was something I was insecure about for a minute, to be honest, bro. Like, just having real talk with you. Like, I used to hear all kinds of shit. First, it was like, during the little Project Bounce days, Cash was like, yo, this guy's fucking voice is way too deep. Can't really make out what he's saying and shit. I was like, yeah, I listened to that. I started learning how to manipulate the tone a little bit. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, just try to take some of the bass out.
Yeah.
And like, yo, project my voice a little bit better. So I started doing that. And then when I started doing that, I started hearing shit like, yo, why does Ludacris sound like Jay-Z? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just, yo, just all kinds of shit, bro. Like, yo, it was just nonstop. I couldn't find a way to record the track exactly, the pocket sonically, man, to make it sound right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, all right, finally know how to do it now, to the point where even if I want to vocalize, man, I know how to like manipulate the voice properly now. So the name's more significant now than any other time in my life, bro.
Yeah.
Anything else now, you feel me?
So you trained your voice.
Trained it. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. And then when I started seeing, man, like Frankie Payne start unlocking levels where he was teaching me like, yo, this is how you start. Yup. You know what I'm saying? My man started teaching me how to stack vocals. He's like, yo, drop the fucking bass, the bass layer, and put the tones on top. Yo, he started like showing me that shit. And I was just like, yo, it's about to be different now, man. So I mean, I was just picking up game from cats like that that I've been vocalizing.
Well, it's good that you were able to associate your name with like something that's personal to yourself, and then something that like sticks.
Oh, absolutely, man. And again, I went through the phases, man. It was like Tona, Tancredi and shit, and it was like back to Daytona, and then I just kept it at Tona. I was like, fuck it, just gonna leave it where it's at, because people are already getting associated with Tona, so I'm gonna leave it at.
That's the constant right there between all of them. It's always been something Tona. So he's like, you know what, fuck it, Tona.
Yeah, exactly. Just, you know what I mean?
Keep the Tona.
Even the logo, I like the way you did the logo too. I like the logo.
Yo, appreciate that, man. That's my boy.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to H.
One thing you mentioned Frankie Payne, and you're a solo artist, but you're part of two groups, right? So Freedom Writers.
Zone, I'ma slip that screen. See, lawn care, maintain my green. Hardships, yeah, what's that scene? Sitting living in the projects poor, they call it economic peace.
Which is Frankie Payne, Big Sprox on the production helm, Adam Bomb,
Woosha.
who else is in that group? Progress and Theo 3.
Yeah.
That's
so
that
yo,
group.
the funny thing is, like, those things are more like collective. You know what I'm saying? They're more collectives than anything else. Like, those are men that were already like rocking with each other, and then it just so happens that Sprox helped to mobilize like everybody to actually
Big
sit down and
Sprox.
make the album. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was already men that were like fucking with each other in the community, and like, yo, like just in general in music, man, like nonstop. Like, we just used to toss work at each other regularly anyway, so it only made sense to kind of. And the thing is too, man, like we kind of took the approach like it wasn't nothing derived or contrived, man. It was like, yo, mans were already like politically conscious and aware, and like, yo, try to elevate to different levels. You know what I'm saying, bro? So it was different, like, and then yeah. So the other, like, the Freedom Writers happened. We were fortunate enough to get off 2 albums.
Dope ones too.
Yeah, 2 albums.
Yo, the Now album and the Now Up Fire. They're both fire albums.
Super
No,
fire.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I got
Time-
my copy.
Yo, the time the
my
second
copy.
one came around though, like cats weren't interested in, honestly, man. I gotta be like real, like
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
shit right there.
I just drop for that shit like it's out of left. Boom.
Jeez, look how epic that is. Yo, we sold out the fucking mod club that night, man.
Yeah.
Sold that out. There's not too many people in the city that could actually say that.
Yeah.
We did that
Facts.
twice. We did that twice, actually.
I was there for those. So were you saying that the second one you guys weren't as enthusiastic? The second Freedom Writers album?
Oh, nah, man. You started with the last Freedom Writers album. It was like the first album, everybody was showing up to studio sessions and like writing and assembling the album on the spot. It wasn't nice. It wasn't as spontaneous. Actually, it was more spontaneous than it was like thought out and like actually planning and strategizing and shit. The second time the album came around, it was like me in the sessions. Then I have to be sitting there with Sprox ignorant ass, like Sprox talk shit. You know what I mean? Like it would just be me. And then like it would slowly start to thin out. And then Frankie Payne would show up, and people just kind of. I think at that point, everybody was just like, when you're dealing with a group, man, this is the thing. Like it's hard to get all those
Everybody in the room.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 6 different personalities, man.
6 different schedules.
Yeah, not only that, it's just like, yo, like people's the mind frame.
Just 6 different lives, really.
Yeah, and then Progress,
That's
like Progress started to take his music in a different direction too. He didn't even want to do like the traditional hip hop shit no more. He wanted to level up and do some experimental shit he was on. So it's like, yo, we kind of at that point we were just like, this is a good time to just walk away from it, man, before we start 14 albums and. You know what I mean?
Yeah, making it sound not authentic.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yo, those are the bros till this day.
Facts.
Yo, it's family, because you guys did that album is fire. Both albums are fire. Even your individual stuff, you guys all dropped fire tracks, all fire music.
Yeah.
Yo, absolutely, man.
It's not like we're missing nothing from the group. It's good, you know, like the group is good, but we're getting more. I think as you guys as individuals, we'll get more.
Yeah.
I think so too. And like I was just talking to Frankie Payne the other day. I was like, "We missing, bro. Like we missing his music and shit.
Yeah.
Only piece of the puzzle left."
And you're part of, and then you have another group, or would you call Natural Born Strangers a group? Or I think that's more of a group than a collective.
I'm in the wild things. Matt Dillon getting the wild things. Whoever thought I just say should be in the wild things. The grown man talk, the inner child sings.
I say that's a collective too, because like that wasn't supposed to be a group. That was supposed to be a one-off. So the way that shit came together was Brian Espiritu had a line called The Strangerhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. While he was putting the clothing together, he wanted to make like a soundtrack, like music for it. Like the way his brain works, man, he's very like fucking calculated. So he's like, yo, I want to make I want to make the clothing, do the album, and then we're gonna do a show for it, a pop-up show, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, I want to put together my favorite MCs. So he put together like me, Adam, and Rich, and he's like, yo, I have this concept. This is what it is. Are y'all fucking with it? We sat down, bro. I actually lost my job making that album, man.
Wow.
Like,
Really?
yeah, I had a fucking dope job at RBC, bro. And then, we were bleaching.
Shout out
bleaching
RBC.
so much. RBC, that's a fucking job you don't just let go. You feel what I'm saying, bro? That you just don't show up.
Hold on to that until it says bye.
Trust me. Like, I mean, you don't gamble with that shit.
Facts.
But
But you did.
I gambled, man. Fucking rolled the dice and lost it. So, it was one of those ones where it was like, we're in the studio late night. We come out like 6:30 a.m. making our first Strangerhood album.
What up, cuz? Mix the Hennessy with the Sprite, yo, we call that shit Tiger Blood. Start filling up all these cups, pass them around in the cypher private.
Then I'd be like, fuck, it's 6:30. I gotta go to work for 9.
Oh, fuck.
Man, just had to go to the studio bathroom, try to fucking freshen up in there, bro. Go to work the next day, man. Yo,
Cowboy bath?
smelling like Jameson still. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Wow.
The guys
Smells
are like
Jameson Am.
Sunglasses and Advil, baby.
I just like, yo, you don't want to be here, man. I could tell.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
Oh, he gave you that one, eh?
Give me one of those.
You don't want to be here. I can tell.
So they let you go?
You know what I mean? Yeah, he let me go, man. And I was like, bro, it was not only that one incident though, it's a few of them because of this album though. So I'm like, yo, we literally like put our lives up. We sacrificed a good chunk of our lives doing this shit, man.
Yeah.
That's what I always emphasize. I always emphasize like when we doing this music shit, it's like, yo, we sacrificing things like money, education, bro, relationships. Like,
But also though, you were rewarded in a way though with a Juno.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your ex-employees had to watch you at the Juno Awards.
So you know the guy was
Gosh,
like,
how
oh,
does that
that's
feel?
why he really didn't want to be here.
How did that feel?
And he's like, yo, I fired that guy.
Yo.
Yeah, like,
definitely.
what was
Right?
that experience like? You're like with all the fucking red carpets and the cameras and all that shit. Like, what's that like for you?
Y'all ever been down to the Junos and shit or not?
No.
Nah, bro, I haven't had the luxury.
So I was who the fuck was on your show the other day talking about awards?
Maya,
Hawaii
Havaya Mighty.
Was it her?
Yeah, she won the Polaris.
She won the Polaris.
Did she talk about how she had to pay for the actual statue itself?
Yes,
Yes, she did.
Mhm.
No, that wasn't her. No,
That was
Richie Sosa.
That was
that was
Richie
Richie
Sosa.
Sosa.
Yeah.
Actually,
That was
yes, it
Sosa.
was.
Plaques.
Yeah.
Listen, bro.
Yeah, you gotta pay for them shits.
Fucking Juno's no different, man. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Really?
So
eh?
it's like, yo, and this was let me just tell you about the night actually. So the night, that shit was in like Hamilton that night, right? And then the crazy part is my brother and my cousin had this group called Freaks of Reality and shit.
I remember that.
Right?
Okay.
Hey, the song, remember the Chile Chila Chilo?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Show your age, Friday. Show your age.
All right.
You gotta put her on, man.
Chill.
Yo, put
Big
her
tune.
on.
Go, Trick.
No, I know
Yo.
that song. I
It
know
is a
that
big
song.
tune. It was a big tune.
I
So the funny
definitely know
thing
that
is,
song.
20 years to that day that we were in Hamilton that we got nominated for that Juno. They got nominated for the exact same award.
Wow.
You feel me? So that was the main reason I went. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna bring this shit home somehow, bro. Like for you, bro. I was just talking to my older brother and shit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm going. So we went down, and then I didn't know how to dress for this shit, bro. I'm like, yo, I don't go to award shows and shit. Like, I'm like, I don't want to. I never wanted to participate in that kind of shit because I'm like, yo, I'm gonna leave empty-handed anyway, bro. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So, yo, I was there in some dirty shit, bro. Like, it looked like I just took some clothes out the hamper and like fucking. If you look at the pictures from the actual day, bro, you Google it, you'll see me in some.
I'm Googling it right now. You have a
Friday's a beast, eh?
you have a jean shirt.
Right now.
You have
Yo,
a-
I don't.
hold on a
That
second.
shit Look, watch. That shit is forever immortalized, bro.
Didn't they make a cutout of you after though?
No, I did that later.
Okay.
Yo, let me see that Friday.
Watch the man. Can y'all
Look,
see that?
yo, look at that. Look at that dirty shit I'm wearing.
Yo,
Look,
lower it a bit. I can't see the picture Friday.
look at that, bro.
Yeah.
Grab another pic.
Oh man.
But the line is fresh though.
Huh?
You look like you have a fresh lineup though.
Besides the line.
Hold on. Look at this one here.
That's like, yo, you look like you got a fresh lineup though. You look
That was the only thing.
This
Everything
one,
else
this
was just fucking. Yo, look at her pants and shit, bro. Like,
what are those gray jeans?
there's a cargo pants, my G.
Come on, they can't talk to you though.
But
That
yo,
was the
nah,
court. That was I'm going to court in the morning.
Yeah. Yo,
Throw on the truck. The
yo, that's the court blueprint outfit right there, bro.
That's
Feel me?
yo. So what? You weren't prepared? You
Oh,
were like,
what?
yo, fuck
No,
it.
no.
We're doing this quick. All right, yo, give me the khakis.
Yeah. Yo, so man just put on whatever, right? And I was looking around and then I realized I'm like, yo, like people actually
This
put
is
themselves
some
together.
serious shit.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like people actually care about. I seen Cardi, he had a nice fucking button up and pants and shit, and I seen a few other yard man that I know, bro, that were put together and shit. And I'm like, yo, I miscalculated this shit. So
You underestimated the event. Yeah.
yeah, we went down there. We sat down at the table. They had like a bunch of table wine and shit. So me and Adam are just like, yo, getting hammered. I'm like, bro,
You know you're gonna win, right?
yeah, we're not, yo, a few minutes before they announce our category, we find out that we're actually gonna win. So, like 2 minutes before, and I'm wrecked at this point, man. Yo, I'm thinking about like going up the stairs to the stage and not tripping and shit. Like,
Not falling.
up
Yeah.
the stairs, you feel me? So go up there. They actually announced it. We go up there. I was shocked as fuck, man. I was like, they gave it to us. So Rich wasn't there at the moment.
Yeah.
It was dope because it was like a room full of people that have never even like heard or looked in our direction. But like, yo, they got to see us and they knew us after that because we made like, you know what I mean? We made a monumental like backstage speech and yo, even the speech in general, man, like we left our stamp there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Since that, yeah, it's just like, yo, like some of the peers that didn't even recognize, like, and again, we did it on the strength of music that we just do regularly.
Yeah.
We didn't form. There's no radio joints on there. There's
Not
no
one.
format for our album. Like, there's just no structure to it. So,
It's just good music.
yeah, exactly. The fact we got it based on like our own principles and morals and ethics and shit, like that's what made it special.
Yeah.
Not the actual
Oh man.
itself, but
I think I have the Strangers album over there right now too, you know.
So let me ask you.
Awesome.
Pretty sure I have my Strangers album over here.
That's good.
yo, we
Right
have
under the-
actually have a finished Stranger album that's done right now.
Okay, brand new one.
Brand new, bro. And we've been
Oh yeah?
we've been sitting on it for like a year and a half.
Please put it
I'm
out.
waiting for
man.
that.
Please put that out.
I'm waiting for that.
It's crazy because like, yo, these times like is when Jesse Reyes used to come to the studio like regularly and just come holler at us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's actually on the album.
She's massive right now.
She's on the album.
Absolutely.
I
She's
seen her in a
on clear
secret
right now.
commercial.
On clear, yeah, she's on the project, bro. So
Yeah, I seen her in a secret commercial. I'm like, okay, that all right, yeah.
yeah, gone clear. Gone. When you walk outside, you see her on fucking Roots.
Billboards and shit.
You see her on Roots Canada bus stops. And
Yep.
shit. It's a wrap. It's different.
So she's on the album.
She's on the album, bro. And it's funny thing is, it's a piece of a song that I wrote. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that shit is like
Nice.
that shit is
Nice.
special. But yeah, I don't even know how that's gonna work as far as like trying to clear that now. You feel what I'm saying? Like I have no fucking. I don't even know.
When is the,
That
so
might
you
be a
guys?
death.
What's the hold up on the album?
To be honest, I couldn't even tell you, man. Like there's again dealing with groups and shit. A lot of time went by and people got disinterested, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yo, the only reason I agreed to do the second one is if everybody that was a part of the first one was gonna be a part of this one because I didn't want the mood to change. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We captured a mood and a time and moment on that first one. So I'm like, yo, I want to carry that over to the second one.
Mhm.
Like everybody had a fucking different state of mind about doing the album after it was done, like trying to push it. So I was like, kind of sitting on the shelf, man. I got to figure that out between me, Rich, and Adam right now.
Please do, man.
Yes.
There's one thing also. the rap game now? Because you're a lyrical rapper.
I'ma rewind and fly to LA, go take a meeting, and I fly back. I show 'em my talent, you should put money behind it.
A lyrical MC. What's your views on the way that the rap game is now, with like everybody being more melodic, auto-tune, all that type of stuff? What's your thoughts on that?
I love it, to be honest, man. I like the fact that, like, melodically, you don't even really have to be the best singer for people to accept, like, the quality of music, man. And that's not me saying, like, yo, like, I want to downgrade the quality of it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a cat that I used to demo out like a lot of music for other R&B singers to go like solicit to sing and shit. I'd be like, yo, like I wrote this thing, you mind like sing? Like now I just leave that shit. Demos are like, yo, I just put it out there because people understand it. And I'm glad, like, I just think there's an overabundance in it. You feel what I'm saying, bro? There should be a balance, because it's starting to look like the city doesn't have its own identity right now as far as music goes. Like everybody's kind of chasing like the sound because they know certain elements of it works. You feel what I'm saying? So people are not like willing to like, you know, experiment. Like me, I always consider myself eventually I'm gonna be my fucking own genre of music soon. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been experimenting to a point where I'm just trying to occupy this lane that doesn't even really have no traffic in it. You know what I mean? Making the beats experimental, the rhymes, everything just different. So you can still, you can adjust, man. You can still be like, as like prime example, man, like Maestro Fresh West is like, that nigga just turned 52, bro. Like yesterday. You hear him, his latest joint is like on some bounce kind of trap shit. But he's rapping. You feel what I'm saying? So, there's a way you could finesse it, and kind of, my whole thing is always just to meet people halfway, man.
He said he was growing, though. He said he's going to keep growing with the times, right? So, he said he's going to keep growing with the times. Like, so.
Oh, absolutely. He ain't going nowhere, bro. So, you know what I mean? Like, again, man, I just wish, like, you know, some of these youths would, like, try to flex some of the muscle towards building some authentic shit. Not to say it's not authentic, but like, like kind of switching up their format a little bit sonically, the way it sounds, man.
Be a bit more original.
And still like get their melodies off, like, you know what I'm saying?
Quick question. Do any young artists come to you for like any advice or to work with or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely, man. One of the things that not only just for music, like one of the things that I've been able to do is like, I've been on both sides of the spectrum, man, where it's like, I not only showed them how to unlock some shit musically, but like I could show them, you know, how to finance your project. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's a whole,
where to go to get funding and stuff.
Exactly, bro. There's a grant system. Like, that's one of the advantages I would say, like, to being an artist in Canada, man. Like, the government, they're starting to cut that shit now, but they allocate a certain amount of money towards the arts.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but they don't advertise that shit on like bus stops or like magazines.
Nope.
So
if you know, then you don't know where to look.
You won't even know it's there. You feel what I'm saying?
You don't know where to look. It's true.
I've been able to show them the game that like Cass is keeping from them. You feel what I'm saying? The little gems and shit. So I pride myself on that. Being able to be like, you looking to finance this next project, or at least go on tour, or figure out like your budget, man. Like I privy them on game like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like musically, that the easiest part is for them to be creative.
It's the game. It's the business side.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So those gems, I spend more time giving them that than anything else, bro.
Yeah. Real life question. The proverbial whack MC. I've heard, big up Talib Kweli, I've heard him mention this before. Because everybody has, as rappers, we all have the whack rapper or whatever that we all just write in our bars. You know what I mean? That we're titled in, right?
See where you're going with this, right?
Did you ever have a personal one that you're writing? Like, because we all have like, niggas can't do this, niggas is whack like this. But then sometimes in my writing back in the days, I had niggas in mind.
No, absolutely.
You're right.
Truth be told, bro, like, what? I hate that I have to say this, but like I'm not a fan of like Northern Touch, bro. Like I don't think that shit's it's not hot to me. And I mean, like, I mean, like even when it came out, like so when it came out, you know, I think a lot of people love it because it's one of the most prominent hip hop songs at the time. Like, but when I heard,
I know you're talking about though.
You feel me, bro? Like
I know you're talking.
Anyone here to agree with that shit, but I'm keeping it up.
I know you're talking. I feel you.
But I'm telling you right now, like I started to appreciate that like later on, you know, like as I started to get started to appreciate the foundation that was laid for Toronto artists.
Yeah.
But I looked at that, I'm like, yo, this shit is whack, bro. Like I don't
it inspired a lot of bars.
That one shot Gutsy back.
That's how I was, man. I was just like, bruh, that was if you know what I mean. If we're talking about like songs and times and moments, that's how I felt at the time. Not the artist itself, because Cardi I fuck with. Like that's legend. That's mentor to me. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like yo, like a certain man on the song too, bro. But when I first heard that, I was like,
that's not it.
It's not your thing. It's not your vibe.
Hey, listen, I ain't nobody mad at that take right there. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Facts.
No, absolutely.
And those are facts. So it's okay.
With that one.
Okay. We got a different segment that we've been starting lately. And this is good that we're doing this on Zoom, because now we're able to see everybody's facial reactions in the moments when we're doing this. Right? So this is a segment that we've been doing called Rapid Fire. Okay? So it's just rapid questions, rapid answers. Okay?
Right. So one word answers.
Yeah, it could be one word or just like
just a quick answer, short answer, nothing long.
All right?
Quick.
So Tona, Hove or Nas?
Hove.
Ass man or tits man?
Ass.
If you could have a full album produced by one producer, Pharrell, Dr. Dre, or Premier, who would you pick?
Pharrell.
My guy.
To pick.
Hercs.
My guy.
Best Caribbean food spot in the city?
Shit. Mona's.
Woo. That's a good one still.
The East End thing still.
Last one right here. COVID-19 or the clap?
What the fuck? The clap, bro. Yo, the clap, bro. We can recover from that.
We don't have all the facts on the COVID right now, so yeah.
Yo, can I throw one in there really quick?
Go for it. Gutsy guts.
What's the best patty spot in Toronto?
Fucking good one, actually. I'm gonna go with Fam A, bro, by Brimley and Finch.
Oh, that's an East End thing. That's definitely a Scarborough thing.
What were you gonna say, Guts?
But yo, Fam A supplies they supply the patties to Warden Station, Bathurst. Yo, like
Islington.
Did they supply at Islington Station though?
I can't remember the last time.
Patties are pretty good still.
Real, bro.
Back in the days, the Islington patties weren't that bad still, I won't lie.
Did they have the same shit as the Warden ones, though?
Yo, they had a whole setup over there in Islington. The whole setup.
Cocoa bread, everything, same way.
The whole setup in Islington, bro. You would have sworn you walk into the bottom of the mall or something.
Don't get Toronto mans talking about patties. We'll go an hour.
Yeah, I know. Whole another take right there, bro.
Okay.
But yeah.
Quick question.
That was rapid fire.
Yes. Dope fucking rapid fire session. Where did I hear that you retired or you were thinking about retiring?
Oh, you might have heard that from Adam actually, because me and Adam, the way I consider Adam is like, it's so weird how I fucking met that guy.
And sorry to interrupt you. It wasn't a private thing. I feel like I heard it publicly somewhere. It wasn't like on a phone or conversation or something like that. Like,
it might I don't know. It might have. I remember I used to talk to Adam about that shit all the time, bro. And that only came from like, yo, artists like. I feel like all of us, man. It don't matter what level you're at. You get to a point where you just feel you're overworked and underappreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can like release content, but like when it doesn't roll out the way you want to, it's like there's a little discouragement. I think honestly, I think artists like being in music, bro. Sometimes these cats really fucking do need like therapy, man. Like this shit honestly is like if you're not built for it, bro, it's very fucking it's very discouraging, man.
Yeah.
As far as the amount of licks you have to take when you put yourself out there, like. But if you don't have the heart for it, you gotta be fucking really built for it. Like, so that shit wasn't about like me not I think it was more me reaching a point where I wasn't fucking enthusiastic about making music. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with like my stature. I don't rely on music to like pay bills and shit. Like,
feed the neighborhood, they use it for sex. Yeah, I'm saying that life's a marathon. Got enough breath in your lungs to keep the pace to run that race and carry on.
Yo, I more need to be in a mental space to be creative for me to want to be like go in the studio and create music.
Yeah.
So if I'm not in that space, which is like the only thing I'm really getting from music at this point, like I'm not even gonna make it. I'm not even gonna bother like writing or creating at all. So now I'm just in a good space where I'm like happy to be creating again.
Yeah.
Taking it down elsewhere. I'm actually excited to get this album off because I'm like, I need people to hear this one. Because it's gonna be a Tona they've never heard before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of felt a way like when it didn't affect me as much as you know the average emotional cat that has emotions attached to shit like top 50 lists and shit.
Yeah.
I seen it and I was like, y'all gotta be fucking kidding me, bro.
Which list you talking
But
about?
that top 50 list is meant to hurt people's feelings.
No, absolutely.
That's the whole point because you're never gonna make anybody happy, right?
Exactly, bro. So
everybody's gonna find a problem with where they land on a list. That's why the list shouldn't even matter. Like because
it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't, bro.
Right?
It really doesn't.
But a lot of people felt the way you probably felt too. Right?
I missed a lot of people on that list too.
Right? No, a lot of people that should have been on that list didn't get put on the list, and people that were on the list shouldn't even been on the list. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But like I said, that list was designed to draw problems. That's all that list was made for.
Fact.
That's all that list was made for.
Trust me. And that's why I was just like, yo, I've never watched those things. The same way I wasn't watching the Junos, bro. I'm not watching all the accolades as far as, you know what I mean? Like getting recognition on that level. I'm like, I need people to actually connect with it. You know what I mean? When that's the authenticity that when people hit me up on my DMs and be like, yo, like as cliche and generic as it sounds, when people hit you up and be like, I've been listening to this song for like 3 days. This shit, when you said this, I'm like, this is the reason why I do it.
Yeah.
I know I told you before, but I don't know if I told you, but you helped me change my outlook at the way I deal with my pops.
I'll say word.
Yeah, after the one track where you're like, yo, I was 23, just taking man's girl and look at my dad and like that. I can't remember exactly what the line was, but he's like, yo, I have to give my dad a second chance over here. Like,
no,
I was doing the same shit at 23. You know what I'm saying? So
this is a listener right here. You see this guy right here?
Yeah, man.
That's
the
real
music. No, that's the Strangerhood. That's the song called what the fuck is it called? It's on the first mixtape though. Well, I was talking about a strange relationship with my pops, man.
Yeah.
How my pops gave somebody a second chance at like a romance. Yeah, we grew up in single parent household, bro. Mom's holding down like 5 boys. You know what I'm saying? 5
there you go.
On her own, bro. So it was like, it was different.
Yeah.
But that right there made me take a look back like, you know what? He's right. Like, shit. I have to look at it different.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that helped me deal with my relationship with my pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So shout out to you for that, Tona.
Yo, shout out to anybody that's ever been influenced by anything I've ever said or done, man. You know what I'm saying? I try to walk that path, to be honest.
That's dope, man. That's super dope.
King shit.
And even like with a man that drops a lot of jewels in his music, right? And you've seen a lot of things, right? Our city's just gone crazy over the last few years, especially like in the last 2. Our gun violence has gone up like madness in the city, right? And
Yo, one thing still, the COVID did calm down the gun violence in the city a bit still.
Yeah.
I won't lie.
I guess the one silver lining, like
the one silver lining out of all this dark cloud, you know?
Yeah.
the one.
But
Now watch tomorrow. Fucking God forbid.
I know, right?
God forbid.
But we ask all our guests,
But you know what I
right?
mean.
What can we do in 2020 to bring down some of the gun violence?
So outside of like me as like a musician, bro, I try to use my platform to like drop them gems, and not only that, but like be able to connect with whoever's listening personally. But outside of that, I work in the York Western area. You know what I'm saying? Like the York Western region with mans like Sling Dads I see regularly. You feel what I'm saying, bro?
Yes,
Shout out to Sling Dads.
Like, yo, that's a king right there, bro. Yeah, man, like him, Frankie Payne, like Marcel Willis. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, yo, just cats that have been able to see shit through, not only through the bureaucratic lens, but through the lens of like, yo, we've been wilding at one point. Now it's just like, how do we enlighten these cats, like, and reach and build these little authentic connections, not only with them, but with the city, bro? Like, yo, we develop, like, whenever they put together their development plans, what they do is when they bring it to neighborhoods, man, like half of the time, like they don't leave room for like responsiveness from the community that's being affected by it. Half of the time they live so far out, they're not affected by it. So it's like, yo, when they come to people like, you know, us or Sling Dads, and we give them advice, if they start implementing that shit in their development plan, it definitely will make a difference. Half of the time they try to bring it themselves. What they need to do is just fall back and like be a subsidiary, if anything. Come in, let us handle those town hall meetings. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I don't even necessarily mean me. I mean, like, yo, like people that are actually engraved deep in their communities, bro. Like the ones that have the influence. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But again, man, because of the, you know, the bureaucratic side and the politics, it's like, yo, they're comfortable with taking those ideas, but they won't actually put you on the front line and give you credit for it or include you in it. Yeah. When it comes to building development plans. So it's like, yo, that's kind of where you got to start, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Half of the guys that control the narrative too, they're not us, bro. They're not like the guys that they don't look like us. They don't. No, they have no problem. Like, I have no problem putting a spin on you know, what's really happening out there, or painting these youths in a fucked up light. And half the time, like, that's the only thing you'll see, because they don't have no sympathy towards like what's really happening in these neighborhoods, bro.
Yeah. No, it's so true though.
And they got the bigger platform.
Hate it, man. It's just not us. If only like we could have some real people to tell the stories, man, and bring light to it.
Well, hopefully, as all our platforms start building and getting bigger too, our voices can get louder and we can have the right things coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the point, man. It's just a diaspora effect. There's no like one answer that will like kind of cover the spectrum as far as the issues happen, man, because they start from everywhere, man. Again, I'm in York. I live in Scarborough, but I travel to York Weston, but not right now, every day. You know what I'm saying? Because I already know, like, that's one of the most problematic areas that in the city, bro. So I'm like, yo, like, I contribute on that sense. And then again, we don't sit there and publicize it either, but we're on the front lines every day, bro, every fucking day. Yeah. Like, youth, we're throwing, like, you know, we threw like a fall staff appreciation dinner like before all this happened. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, yo, like we're doing things to kind of not only isolate some of the youth that are actively out there, like just giving them different fucking options, man. Yeah. It's like, bro, and it's not anything that I'll ever post on social media. I'm just doing the work.
Yeah. Tona dropping the jewels.
It's true though.
Yeah.
Because same with Slings, man. Slings be working hard over there.
Yeah, and like, yo, he'll every now and then he might be like promoting something to create awareness, but he's not doing it for notoriety, like, or you know what I mean, bro? It's just authentic as shit. Because I see him, bro. He's on the ground. Like, I've seen him at many of those events.
Yeah.
Herc, as you know, bro, Jane and Finch, Jane and Lawrence.
He's all over the strip.
Yeah.
All that shit. Yeah, ain't nothing to play with, bro. But like, again, I'm a fucking civilian, bro. Like, I can get clapped coming out of any one of these spots. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
And they just like,
God forbid.
I want to be part of the solution, man, instead of being just sitting here creating them, talking about the problem and shit.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, man. Motherfucking Tona in the motherfucking building, man.
Yeah, we had to do it on the phone like this, man. We should have been in the building, man.
I know. Well, we're practicing physical distancing. You know what I'm saying?
We're being socially responsible.
So what has everybody been doing like to practice it, man? I want to go down the line real quick. I hate to flip the interview, but Herc, what you been doing, man, to stay over there?
Before we do that, keep that question. I want to hold you for something called smoke and mirrors.